Celebrate our nation's veterans at the 2023 Greater Dallas Veterans Day Parade, sponsored by NBC5 and Telemundo 39. This is all happening tomorrow to honor all who have served. Here to share more is the parade chairman and U.S. Army retired veteran, Colonel Ronald P. Forrest. Welcome to Texas today. Thank you for your service. Before we talk about the parade, can you share a little bit more about your time in the military? Because it was 30 years.
I was commissioned as a lieutenant in artillery, Clemson A&M in 1962, served in Korea, served in Vietnam, Germany twice. I was served a station duty in 8 different states, plus at Washington, D.C. I commanded troops at lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel level. And in Washington, D.C., I served on the Army staff for the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Office of Secretary of Defense.
Wow.
I commanded a nuclear missile unit in Germany for 30 months of some 1,400 soldiers, which included about 8% female soldiers during the Cold War.
That is so impressive. That's my respects to you. And I know that you also made big achievements during your career, the military. Can you share some of that with us?
I'm very proud of my service and the opportunities I had. I served in combat with the 1st Cavalry Division, actually deployed from Fort Benning, Georgia, by ship to Vietnam in 1965, and I was a fire support, forward air controller, air observer during the Battle of the I Drain in November 1965, and the movie We Were Soldiers was based on that battle.
Wow.
Starring Mel Gibson. And in the Pentagon, I worked on national security issues. And my last duty assignment, the Office of Secretary of Defense, I was Director of Operations and Chief of Staff of the agency required to implement treaty obligation with the former Soviet Union. And in that capacity, I got to lead diplomatic missions in the former Soviet Union and into Russia.
That is a very successful career. Thank you so much for your service, Colonel. Okay, so tomorrow there's going to be a parade to honor you and all the ones who have served. Can you talk to us about the parade tomorrow?
Well, first of all, Veterans Day is officially the 11th of November, the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, to signify the end of World War I. We're having the parade on the 9th because it's a 3-day holiday. It's more conducive to have support from the city on a work day to honor all the veterans. Primarily the Veterans Day Parade is to honor living veterans, but we also pay tribute to those who went before us, who are deceased. We have our Grand Marshal is a friend of mine, Colonel Ken Cordier, who was shot down as a fighter pilot over near Vietnam and spent 6.5 years as a prisoner of war. In addition, we have Lieutenant General John Campbell, who's our keynote speaker, former fighter pilot, served in many places around the world. In addition, we have another prisoner of war, Lieutenant Colonel Jerry Singleton, will give the invocation. We have 10 high school bands. We have hundreds of DISD cadets marching, civic organizations, military organizations. We've got horses, we've got dogs, and we want the citizens that are available to come out and enjoy the parade. It will go down Main Street from Houston Street, Main Street to City Hall. The ceremony takes place in the plaza, on the plaza at City Hall at 11 o'clock sharp.
Perfect.
The parade takes about 35 minutes to march from Houston Street to City Hall. Hopefully we'll have a lot of people watching and cheering and giving their gratitude to the veterans who were in the parade, as well as those who were watching the parade.
Yes. Is there any way that we can support this event?
Well, we're all volunteers, everyone who works on the parade. We start about April and have monthly meetings. We had to fundraise. We're a nonprofit organization. Citizens support us. You don't have to be a veteran to volunteer to be on the committee or to help in the parade, on the parade. Certainly anyone can contribute it. My budget is a little over $70,000. We don't waste any money. It's a tight budget, and so anyone can contribute to Vets Day in Dallas veterans.org. Many of us are grandparents, and we like to have younger people join in this endeavor to support the Veterans Day Parade, but any citizen can help.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And again, thank you so much for everything you have done for our country. Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity, and if you're a youth qualified to be in the military from 18 to 24, give consideration to joining the military and help protect this country, give us the freedom we enjoy.
Yes. Thank you so much for your service.
Mm-hmm.
To learn more about the Greater Dallas Veterans Day Parade, go online to vetsdayindallas.org.